In August of 2021, LEGO released the Bad Batch shuttle with the 5 members of the Bad Batch for the first time. Very exciting. However, the issue is, well, they look like this. And along with that, this set was served with a batch of misinformation. Wait, are you telling me the tech doesn't fit in the shuttle? Well, actually, on the box art, you can see the tech is on Hunter's speeder. So you would have no way of knowing if he fits inside the shuttle or not. So yeah, it's like you're misleading us about the product because you failed at making it accessible to all the minifigures. Yeah, basically. So anyway, besides that, the biggest problem are the minifigures. And today I'm going to show you guys how I customize these, and I think it's the best way to make them look great. Alright, so first of all, just to get this out of the way, we do have this crosshair minifig that came in the Bad Batch shuttle, but it's not even the right crosshair. So I think the best way to actually get an accurate crosshair is either buy the Minifigs for You one or the Clone Army Customs one, and that's just a one purchase, one and done kind of thing. That's why we're not going to be talking about this one. I did add the custom Minifigs for You arms, which have printing on them, which do look really, really cool. But that's just to complete this minifigure. If you want the actual crosshair, you're going to have to go and buy a whole minifigure. So here are the 4 members of the Bad Batch that you do get in the set. And, you know, they're alright, but they're not great. Tech's helmet just ain't looking so good. None of these minifigures have arm printing, which is pretty unfortunate. So that's when I took to the internet to find better things for them. So the first thing I did was go out and get the Minifigs for You arm prints because the minifigures themselves have really good printing. However, you know, the arm prints are just non-existent. So I went and I bought custom arm prints. Now, what I didn't do and what I would recommend doing is for $10 more, you can get the arm prints with all of the weapons for the Bad Batch, which I think are really cool. I didn't do that because I do have all the right custom weapons. I just don't know where they all are right now, so I couldn't include them in this video. But I do think that would be beneficial. If you want these to look their best, then you would want to get the right weapons. So with that out of the way, you know, there's still a lot to be desired. So I went to Clone Army Customs for my next purchase. Now, there are a lot of different things you can buy on Clone Army Customs for Echo. I got a custom waist cape and his screwdriver arm, which looks way better than the custom printed arm I got. We'll look at the difference in just a minute. And then we also have some stuff for Wrecker and Tech, and actually Hunter. There's quite a bit of stuff in here, and let's put those on our minifigures and see the difference.
A few moments later.
So right now, Wrecker has the custom arms, and that's it. This is what he looks like out of the box, just with custom arms. Let's add some extra pieces to him. Now this is Hunter with his new armor. I just think it looks so much better. It's so much more detailed. Here's the side-by-side. They just look so different. The other one just makes him look like a football player to me. And this one just makes him look like he's actually in the Bad Batch. So it's really great. The little extra spot of red on the top I think adds a lot. But we're not done yet. We have one more piece to add to this minifig. If we go to the back, you can see it only has one stud, while the LEGO version has 2. And look at the difference in just how wide the shoulders are. This one just looks so much better. We have a custom backpack for Wrecker, which is going to go right on back here. So now, our Wrecker minifigure is really, really nice looking. He still has the same helmet. I think the helmet looks generally good. I've seen a lot of different custom versions out there, but I think this one's fine. We have the special armor and now his backpack. This minifigure is looking great. Now, if I only had his gun, he would look fully complete. So let's move on to Tech. Now, Tech, I think, is the worst looking minifigure out of the box. We do have the custom arms, which add a bit. We do have the backpack, which looks alright. There are custom versions of the backpack, but I actually like this one, so I kept it. You know, the goggles don't move down, and the helmet itself is just massive. So for Tech, we actually got a new helmet. I think this helps so much. You can see the comparison here. This one just isn't massive. It looks so much better. Now, of course, this minifigure would look a lot better if it was white instead of light gray. I don't mind it that much, and I don't really want to buy a whole minifigure. I don't think the white versions look very good, at least in the customs world, so I just decided to stick with this. And yes, the goggles actually do come down, which looks super cool now that we can actually do that feature. Now, the only other thing you might want to do is get a different backpack, since the LEGO one does dumb down the custom minifigure a little bit because it's so bulky. I don't mind it that much. I might get a new one someday. And then if you have the right blasters for him, again, he'll look super cool. Lastly, we have Echo here. This is with the custom arms. This is the one that's supposed to be his new robot arm. And I'm a little bit mad LEGO didn't actually include a robot arm because they've done it for other minifigs in the past. And then the other annoying thing is you can see they printed the waist cape on. So with today's purchases, we're going to change those two things. First and foremost, we have the leg cape here, the waist cape, excuse me, which just looks so much better than printing. Yeah, it just looks so much more like Echo, and it even has printing on it, which is like amazing. We have two colors, and this is, Clone Army Custom stuff is just so detailed, so they do a great job over there. But now let's get rid of that ugly looking arm. Now our Echo minifigure does look really sweet with the screwdriver arm, and the little part on the front can actually come out if you want. The elbow isn't jointed, so it doesn't have a full range of motion, which is kind of too bad, but it is super cool. Echo just looks so much better now. This is the Hunter minifigure. He has the custom arms, but that's about it. I think the minifigure itself is really good. The only thing I want to add is a backpack. So yeah, here's the backpack. It looks great. The accents of red really match what LEGO is doing with the minifigure, and it just makes the minifigure look more complete. So now that we have all four members customized minus Crosshair, because that's a whole nother thing, let's take a look at the before and after. So we have the original minifigs out of the box, which just don't look great. LEGO did make Bad Batch minifigures. Good job, LEGO, but you didn't do great on the design. Now we have the Minifigs for You arms, and lastly we have the Clone Army Custom stuff. So this is a combination of Clone Army Custom stuff and Minifigs for You stuff. I'll link all the products in the description. Again, I'd recommend buying the arms with the weapons too. It is kind of too bad you buy two arms for Echo and then you replace one when you get the drill arm, but if you want both arms to have printing, that's kind of what you got to do. But they just look so much better. The backpacks add a lot. The only other purchases I'd recommend making are maybe backpacks for Echo and Tech, and then, the weapons. But these minifigures look so good. I really love the way that I've spiced them up. That's going to do it for today, guys. Let me know how you customize your minifigures, if you think I chose the best way, and if you have alternative ideas, let me know in the comments section down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.